Let's check in with perhaps one of the greatest disasters in video games ever. That would be Warner Brothers' Side Squad Kill the Justice League, a game that failed so spectacularly, it lost Warner $200 million. They saw a 41% drop in revenue compared to the year before, thanks to Hogwarts Legacy making all kinds of money. And they've brought in this Sweet Baby. I don't know what the numbers on Mortal Kombat 1 were. I'll have to go back and look at that. But that game also had heavy Sweet Baby influence in it. And I don't know how that game compares to the last one. I'm going to guess it probably didn't quite meet expectations either. I don't hear about that game at all anymore. So Sweet Baby Death Kiss is an appropriate term for things like this because it is a death kiss. So we just had that Mr. Freeze, Mix Freeze, non-binary freeze, whatever you want to call her. That DLC dropped not that long ago. We saw player base jump to 40%, not 40%, about 400 people, somewhere around there. And it's already dropped back down to 124 people. That's really sad. And it's going to continue to get worse. But they do have a dedicated 200-something people that keep playing this game. Do you guys not have anything else to play? Do they really like the game that much? I just would love to see this hit double digits. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. But things got so bad for them that they're going to consider licensing their IPs out now, which I don't think they've done in a long time on the video game side. I mean, why would you do that when you have your own game studios? Warner has a gaming division, and things are so bad there now, probably because of how much money they lost thanks to this game, that they're considering licensing their shit out, which could be a good thing. I mean, for the consumer, you might get a good Batman or Superman game out of this. I'd love an open world Superman game. If you could somehow make that work, that would be great. But, man, it'd be out of character to just go crashing through buildings. I don't know. It'd still be fun. I'd like to see something like that. More than this Suicide Squad game. Nobody was really asking for it in the first place. But you could have. I do think they could have made this work, and it wouldn't have been such a disaster had they have been true to the actual Suicide Squad and not created some woke shit. Like the moment you walk into the Hall of Justice, there's like pride flags and everything. This game was a disaster. They turned so many people off with this. But now they're going to consider licensing. We have 11 studios here. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They have a whole gaming division. You can do this yourself, but you choose not to. You choose to work with these Sweet Baby consultants for all your shit, and you're losing money. And we have a lot of IPs. And there's also a lot of interest among others in coming to take advantage of some of that IP for gaming, which we're looking at. Because as JB said, we need to get bigger. And the IP that we own and the value that it has in the gaming space is something we're looking to take advantage of. So they could probably make some extra money this way, but you have tons of game studios. It just seems kind of stupid to me. But, you know, they have put themselves in an unfortunate position. And speaking of disasters, Capcom has been a disaster lately. They've been losing money, too. It ain't just American studios, ladies and gentlemen, that are losing money. Japanese studios are getting hurt, too. And that's because they keep catering to the West and this crazy Puritan, restrained bullshit that we have going on over here. And this isn't the only thing I'm going to focus on, but they're making this Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. I was a big fan of these games back in the day. I thought they were really fun, especially the first one. The first one is my favorite, hands down. I really liked that first game. I remember being blown away by how many zombies were on the screen at one time. Like, if you were just a console gamer like me, I was a lowly console player, you'd never seen anything like that before. And, you know, now they're bringing it back. It looks really good. The graphics are really good. But the problem I have is that they're removing content. There's been a lot of changes for this game. They're removing one aspect. And here's the thing. And I know some people are going to say about this. So there was a thing in the game where you could take, because he's a photographer, he's a journalist. You could take pictures of, like, sexy pictures of women. Like, an example they use in this article is a woman, you know, like, she's got her underwear pulled up over her pants, so you can kind of see, like, her underwear a little bit. You would get rewarded for that. If you zoomed in on their boobs and you took a picture, you would get, like, a reward for that. That's in the original game. It should be in this game, too. It's stupid to remove content. And this isn't the only censorship. They're actually censoring out anti-communist rhetoric. This was strange. I don't know if it's because he says Viet Cong or what, but there's a 39-second clip here I'm going to play. This is from Triple Q over on Twitter. This is the handle if you want to check this person out, because they did upload this, so I want to give them credit. But anyway, take a look at this. This is wild, and this is an unnecessary removal, in my opinion.
You can't tell me, can you, fella? Oh yeah, I know why. It's because you're Viet Cong. I'm right, aren't I? You are nothing but a filthy communist!
Tell me, can you, fella? Oh yeah, I know why. It's because you're a mole. I'm right, aren't I? You are nothing but a filthy animal!
I was under the impression that remasters just make things look better. I thought that's all they were supposed to do, is give you better looking visuals and sound, better sound, not removing dialogue, changing dialogue, removing problematic elements from a game. I want everything that was in the original game, which I might as well just keep. The original game is on Steam, cheap. Why would I want to play this? Just because it looks better? It's not the same experience. This is essentially kind of it's not completely new, but it's not the same experience. Nobody asked for this. Nobody. And this isn't the only thing. There's a couple of other things. They changed races of characters. A couple of other things. People are tired of this. Now, I don't know how well this game is going to sell, but this kind of stuff does not help it. It's ridiculous at this point. So these are the kinds of things that are turning people off. It's just a bunch of shit all at once. I mean, look at what's going on with that Suicide Squad game, this game, a bunch of other games, that Mecha Break game, and they walked this back, by the way, but in the chat text, they were censoring Trump. The word Trump was being censored. Then they got called out by Grums, and they put it back in. Like, that was fixed. And the reason why that's a problem, other than the censorship itself, is if you put Kamala Harris in, that didn't get cut out. Stop doing this shit. People will keep noticing. Now, the Mecha Break people walked that back. There's still time for Capcom to walk all of this back. But people are getting wise to this shit, and they're tired of it. Don't end up like Warner Brothers Capcom. You're getting there, too, because they've lost a shitload of money as well. Stop it before it's too late. You can still stop a lot of this stuff. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.